In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly where I would add SMS into my marketing flows using Klaviyo. SMS is one of the most overhyped and also one of the most misunderstood tools when it comes to marketing, but I'm going to show you exactly how to use it and get the most out of it while spending the least amount of money possible on this otherwise pretty expensive medium. My name's Gavin. I run an email and SMS marketing agency, and this is literally all I do, email and SMS marketing. So if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, check out the newsletter down below. I make videos like this all the time. And if you have any questions, check them down below as well. I'll answer anything and everything you guys have. But without wasting more time, let's get into the video. I'm going to show you the only places I would add SMS into my automations when it comes to using Klaviyo specifically. Now, a lot of you guys are probably using alternative platforms like Attentive, SMS Bump. Personally, I like the oversight that I get when I bring SMS into my existing email marketing platform like Klaviyo because A, it's a little bit cheaper. B, you can also get a better read on attributed revenue. Whereas, for example, Attentive, if you're using Attentive and then you have emails coming out from Klaviyo, you can sometimes get some double ups there. So personally, this is how I would go ahead and run an SMS marketing strategy along with email. So the core flows that pretty much everybody should have are the welcome series, abandoned cart, abandoned checkout, browse abandoned, post-purchase thank you, fulfilled, and win back. I'm not going to go into how to build those flows from an email marketing perspective today. I have other videos like that. Check out the channel, subscribe, but I am going to show you where I would add SMS into these flows if you are capturing SMS at the sign up form stage. Also, pro tip, you do not want to be capturing SMS consent at the same time as capturing email consent. You want to have a secondary pop-up that captures email subscribers, targeting only those who have subscribed to email marketing. The reason you do that is because it causes form drop-off rate, meaning less people see this final step of your sign-up form. I have a whole other video set up on that. Check it out on the channel. It should be called Sign-Up Form Strategy, but let's get into it. So, welcome series. This is how I would do it. So welcome series is generally going to be triggered off of somebody signing up to email marketing, right? Or joining a list, okay? Now, most people, what they'll do is they'll have like a conditional split and they'll say, hey, if person is consented to receive SMS, send them an SMS message. That is not what we're going to do. We're going to assume that you are capturing SMS separately to email consent. But if you're not, you still want to do this separately. When you have your SMS consent, what you're doing is you're submitting them to an SMS specific list. So if we look in here, for example, these guys have the SMS subscribers list. Okay, that is different from the list that triggers the welcome series from an email perspective, the all list flow. So we want to trigger a flow or create a flow that is triggered off of somebody subscribing to SMS marketing and specifically that SMS list. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to build our flow. It's going to be called whatever, welcome series. We're just going to call this test, welcome series SMS, create manually. We're going to trigger it, all triggers, or really we're just going to go add it to list. We're going to find that SMS list. Where is it? SMS subscribers. Save. Confirm and save. We're also going to go back into that list here, okay? And we're going to check the settings to make sure it's set to single opt-in. So you're going to click the list, you're going to click consent, change it to single opt-in, okay? Perfect. That's going to mean they don't have to confirm twice to get opted in. And we're going to add the SMS message. What we're going to do is we're going to untick this, enable UTM tracking. I'm going to enable SMS quiet hours here. And what we're actually going to do is we're going to hit save. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and give them their discount code if we offer them a discount code in the welcome series or to sign up for SMS. Once they subscribe to SMS, it should send them a message as long as they subscribe between the hours of 11 a.m. and 8 p.m. because that's quiet hours. That's your welcome series. That's all you're going to do, okay? That's all you're going to do. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go back to your other flows. You're going to go to your abandoned cart, your abandoned checkout, your browse abandoned, your post-purchase, your fulfilled order, and your win back. Now, I have a very specific approach to how I structure these flows. You'll see here that we split people based off their purchase behavior, but I'm going to show you, and you should be doing that, by the way, and you can check out why I do that in my other videos. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create conditional splits, okay? And we're going to do this. Conditional split, if someone can receive marketing, SMS marketing. So now if they can receive email marketing, or rather SMS marketing, they're going to go on this side. You're going to duplicate this structure on this side here for the email. It's going to be exactly the same, but you're going to add an email message to the top. You are not going to not send somebody an email if they've subscribed for SMS. It's something I see everybody do. It's so frustrating. If they've subscribed for SMS, they should get both an SMS message and an email message. It shouldn't be one or the other, which is what I see so many people do. So let me show you. We'll go random sample, because we're gonna match this side here. And once again, I'm not gonna go into depth as to why we do this, because I go over that in other videos. I'm gonna clone this, clone, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna add SMS messages. Boom, boom. We're gonna turn that off. We're gonna skip profiles who received a flow message in 24 hours. We're gonna turn that off. We're gonna keep our smart sending on, or rather quiet hours. We're also gonna turn this off, the campaign one. And then we're gonna just basically turn off smart sending. Those are our SMS messages. They're gonna remind the reader of what they've left behind with a discount code because they're on the non-purchase side, meaning they haven't used their welcome series offer. If this sounds confusing, check out my other videos. But basically non-customers at every opportunity should receive some sort of incentive. Then under each one of these SMS messages, we're gonna clone, or rather send them an email with that reminder as well, underneath each SMS message. Take a look at this. We're gonna join them back up because we're doing a split test between 15 and 30 minutes. Gonna add a 1-day delay, and then we're gonna add our follow-up emails here, okay? Clone, add our follow-up emails. Now you can be more aggressive with SMS if you want. Personally, I don't see it working. So all we do is we have an SMS message at the very start. And if you wanted, you could add a time delay. See how I've got my time delay set to 7 a.m.? You can change your time delays to be after 11 a.m., meaning they're going to get the SMS message because it's outside of quiet hours at that point, and send a third, or rather second SMS follow-up. But this is how you want to approach it. You want to have your SMS messages stacking on top of your email, not to be replacing email, which is what I see so many people do. And that's what you do. You add your SMS layered in. To give you a bit of context in terms of what these emails do, basically they're identical on each side except there's an SMS message layered. This first email here is going to be reminding people of the item they left behind with the discount code from the welcome series. Because remember, they're on the non-customer side because we have a conditional split saying those who've never placed an order go down this side. So we know they haven't used their discount code because they've never placed an order. And we remind them of the item they left behind, which we do in the SMS message, but we'd also give them the welcome series discount again and again. Just remind them of the item left behind. Plain text email here if you want the 1C email to be a plain text email. Remind them of what they left behind. Now, that's the abandoned cart, okay? I'm gonna delete this path here, just because it's an example. The abandoned checkout, it's the exact same. I actually make sure these two flows are identical, right? Just triggered off of different metrics. So abandoned cart is triggered off of the added to cart metric. Abandoned checkout is triggered off of the started checkout metric. See that difference there? The only difference between these two flows, really, is the filter that we add at the start of the abandoned cart flow, where you add started checkout 0 times since starting this flow. Because what that does is it means if they trigger the abandoned checkout flow, they're not getting 2 sequences at the same time, okay? That's all you do. That's the abandoned cart and abandoned checkout flow. You add SMS on top of what you're doing. For the browse abandon, I opened it, but I really don't like to actually include SMS in the browse abandon flow because it's such a light touch flow. I don't like to use it. So we're actually not going to add SMS into the abandoned browse abandon flow. We can do the post-purchase thank you. I actually like to add, if we're doing post-purchase thank you, a thank you message from the founder 20 minutes after the orders come through. Why do I do that? Within Shopify, when you place an order, you're going to have, because most of you are using Shopify, an order confirmation email that comes out regardless. You cannot turn that email off unless you're on Shopify Plus. So when you place an order, you want the post-purchase thank you flow to not clash with that placed order flow. You don't want it to clash, the order confirmation email that comes from Shopify. So what you're doing here is you're adding place order equals once here, place order equals 2 here. You're adding a 20-minute delay. And what you're going to do is you're going to send them a plain text email here thanking the reader for their first purchase. Plain text meaning it's written as if it's a one-on-one conversation. Thank you from the founder. The reason we add the 20-minute delay is because it prevents the clash with the fulfilled order metric, or rather the placed order confirmation email from Shopify. And it also seems a bit more human because it would make sense if a plain text email came from the founder 20 minutes after the order came through rather than immediately, because that would make sense to write that out. And in these emails, you're really just saying, hey, thank you so much for your first or second order. It means so much to have your support. I kick people out if they've had more than 2 orders, just because it feels weird to constantly be thanking somebody. But what you can do is add that conditional split at the top, okay? Go, if somebody can receive email marketing because they're subscribed, or rather, sorry, if somebody can receive SMS marketing. And then if it's yes, add the SMS message, where it's 160 characters saying, hey, it's John, thank you so much for your order. We're gonna be shipping it right out to you, right? As an example. And that's all you do. So it would be like this. You could even do it this way. go clone this email, because they should still get the email. Pop that there, put the SMS message here, and there you go. Do the same thing over here. You're just interlacing SMS to what's already there. We're gonna delete the S path as an example, okay? Fulfilled order flow. Personally, I don't like to add any SMS to the fulfilled order flow. The reason I separate the fulfilled order from the post-purchase is because fulfilled order, I use these flows to cross-sell, and the fulfilled order metric is a more accurate read on time delays based on when I should start cross-selling rather than the placed order, right? Placed order is when they physically place an order, fulfilled order is when you fulfill it. And so you only want to start cross-selling products based off of when the order has been fulfilled rather than when it's been placed. So I don't actually add any SMS here because personally, I don't know, I just don't think it's worthwhile if you have SMS campaigns going out as well. But what I do is I focus on the win back, okay? The win back, I'm not gonna go too into depth here, but is basically a flow that's designed to get somebody back into the fold after it's been a while since they last ordered. So they've placed an order, and you're gonna kick people out if they place another order because this flow is supposed to get people back into the fold. And what you can do is have a split. Has placed an order equals once overall time. If it's their first order, send them down the left-hand side. If it's their second order, just send them an email where it reminds them to come back to the store. But if it's their second order, it may be worth considering some sort of incentive to get them to place their next order, right? Getting that repeat order rate up. And also keep in mind, your second order is typically a lot less expensive to acquire because you're not spending as much money on ads, meaning you can give away more margin to get that sale. So what you can do is you can have the first email, give them a discount, wait 7 days, follow up again with another discount. And what you can do is do a conditional split and then go, somebody can receive SMS marketing. And if they can, send them the SMS message with the discount code again. Super easy. Turn off smart sending. Feel free to delay the message here, right? Time delay, just say until a specific time of day. Go 12 p.m., whatever you have your quiet hours set to be honest. 12 p.m. That's gonna delay the message to come out at 12 p.m., which is inside your quiet hour window, meaning the SMS message will be sent. Because we do this, bing, then we can disable quiet hours, bing, there you go. And it's coming out at 12 p.m. That's where I'd add SMS into your sequences, guys. The welcome series, I'd have a separate welcome series flow. I'd add it to your abandoned cart and your abandoned checkout flow, and I'd add it to your win back flow and your post-purchase thank you flow. Those are the only times I do it. Then when it comes to campaigns for SMS, that's a different video, but I'd only recommend sending SMS campaigns for sales, product restocks, and product releases. Everything else is just a waste of time. SMS is great at driving instant conversions, but you're not really going to educate somebody through the use of SMS, meaning the only time I would send an SMS message is for a sale, a product restock, or a product release. That is how you actually implement SMS marketing into your automation sequences without getting high on subscribe rates and making the most use out of the platform while keeping your cost for SMS as low as possible. If you have any questions, let me know. This is all I do, email and SMS marketing. Check out the YouTube channel, subscribe to it, please, and then check out the newsletter in the description as well. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.